Oneida County 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
With a live look outside here in Utica, you saw those northern lights, right?
Yeah, I tried, but we're talking about the potential for a solar storm, and not just a minor one, possibly a stronger one we haven't seen since 2005 type level, but we got to worry about the forecast for tonight, though, whether we're going to see some of those clouds or not. But first off, let's look at the forecast that we're expecting for today. And so far, it's going to be a rainy start. It's damp out, light rain here and there. Mild, though, temperatures in the 50s. We're also going to take a look at the weekend forecast. If you guys have plans for Mother's Day weekend, we'll get you up to speed with the latest trends in the weather. But again, we have the potential of seeing some northern lights tonight. Now, the question is, will the clouds cooperate? We're going to talk all about that in detail in that full forecast in just a few minutes. But again, a live look at the radar right now. It's rainy out there for the most part. Some light rain in most spots and a few patches of some moderate rainfall in areas south of Route 20. But for today, it's going to be a damp, a mild one. Temperatures climbing only into the mid to upper 50s. We have a look at that weekend forecast, and again, talking about the potential for a major solar storm in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. While Utica firefighters...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. We're taking a look at your Munson Commutecast as we take a look at the road conditions heading to work today as you head home on your evening commute. First off, a live look at road conditions all across the Mohawk Valley in parts of the Utica region. And you can see here, roads a little bit damp. The rainfall rates this morning are not too bad. Light rain, the ponding on the roads pretty much non-existent aside from those outlying areas that have extremely poor drainage. But besides that, your morning commute, you might just need the umbrella, and that's right about it. This morning, heading out to work, look at those drive times. First off, along I-90 eastbound and westbound, average drive time currently sitting at 18 to 21 minutes. Looking northbound or southbound along the arterial, same thing. The drive times looking pretty average. 5S eastbound and westbound, average speed currently sitting at 51 to 53 miles per hour. 449 eastbound and westbound, 64. However, westbound a little bit faster than that, 47 miles per hour, the average speed heading to from Rome to Utica. Then finally, in Otsego County, Route 28 and Route 12, drive times looking pretty average. We are talking about, again, this morning, a rainy start. These showers will become a little bit more scattered in nature by this afternoon. It's not everyone will see rain, but overall it's going to be a damp and cloudy day today. We are tracking what we can expect for the weekend. We'll talk about that in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Utica University began their 75th.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday. We start out today with rain showers, light in nature at this point, and we'll see the rain becoming a little bit less widespread throughout the day, a bit more scattered, but those temperatures will still struggle to reach the mid to upper 50s. A live look at downtown Utica right now. It's a damp start, light rain falling in a lot of locations, and current temperature sitting at 48 degrees. In the downtown Utica region. And across central New York, 49 in Dollarville, 49 Little Falls, 46 in Inlet, 52 the warmest temperature in Westernville. To the south, 47 in Sherburne and Cooperstown, and 45 degrees in Oneonta. And throughout the day today, well, not warming up too much, only into the mid to upper 50s, with wind speeds remaining somewhat breezy, but not too bad. Rain chances, though, remaining pretty on and off throughout the morning and early afternoon, with rain showers again becoming more scattered and less widespread as we approach the mid to late evening. Now, we were mentioning at the start of the show, you could see some northern lights. The space Prediction Center has issued a G4 storm watch, which hasn't been issued since 2004, or 2005, I should say. And what are the odds of seeing northern lights? Well, pretty good for most of the northern states in the lower 48. However, though, here in central New York, the cloud cover doesn't look to cooperate too much. So I feel like this is something that usually happens. Every see a good opportunity to see something like northern lights. Mother Nature, especially in central New York, decides that we need clouds instead. Now, speaking of clouds, well, this weekend is looking a bit cloudy once more. Mostly cloudy skies Saturday, potentially some peaks of sunshine in the mid-afternoon with some spotty rain showers. Not a complete washout, with temperatures climbing into the low 60s. Sunday for Mother's Day, well, it's trending a little cooler. Mostly cloudy skies, yet again spotty rain. Most of the rain will arrive overnight, and the rain will dry out a little bit by Sunday. But if we're lucky, we could see some sunshine by the late evening. Live radar is showing rain showers moving through central New York this morning, and this afternoon you can see those rain showers coming a bit more scattered and less widespread. Overnight, rain becomes more widespread once more, and then we'll dry out a little bit as we head into early Saturday. And so for today, high 58, scattered showers. Tonight, a low 46 with spotty late rain. 7-day forecast. Following the weekend, we got 60s Monday, Tuesday, upper 60s by Wednesday. A dry pattern is approaching in the late week next week. Let's hope that that sticks and we get more than one day of sunshine in a row.
We deserve it, right?
I'll try to use my magical forces if I could.
Please do. Eric, thanks. Well, sticking with the weather, one person was killed in Tennessee, 4 others injured as a suspected tornado struck the town of Columbia. This drone video shows the power of the storm that hit the city. Of the 4 other people injured, 1 person is in serious condition. The 3 others are in stable condition, facing non-life-threatening injuries. The time right now is 5:22. Still ahead here on Sunrise, Apple out with an announcement.
News with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And that solar storm right here is not in our area, right?
Yeah, well, it could have been if we are not dealing with clouds again this evening and tonight. But that looks to be the case, as with any time we get any cool space weather.
So we could actually see something like this if it's clear, huh?
If it's clear, yes,
Wow.
correct. This is something that hasn't been issued since 2005. So this is a solar storm watch, a G4 solar storm watch.
Wow.
And again, we got to keep an eye on the clouds this evening. Unfortunately, though, we're going to be dodging a little bit for this evening and tonight. But today, what we can expect throughout the morning and afternoon on your forecast here on News Channel 2 at sunrise. First off, again, it's a rainy start, but the rain is relatively light in a lot of spots. We also are tracking that weekend forecast. Those of you who have plans for Mother's Day weekend, we'll get you up to speed with all the latest trends coming in. And again, we're going to take a closer look at the northern lights in the next few minutes, and if we could see them here in central New York. But spoiler alert, probably not the best opportunity with all the clouds I'll be seeing. And the radar, well, it's looking pretty busy. We got some light rain moving through. Nothing too significant, I should say. No yellows and reds, just some light greens indicating light rainfall. And for today, it's going to be a damp, breezy, and cool one out there with temperatures only climbing into the mid to upper 50s. And following today, the rain will taper off a little bit, but we are looking at some more rain chances during the weekend. Let you know if it'll be a washout or if we'll only see a few spotty showers in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Paused. That's how a source.
Welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. We are taking a look at our final weather photo of the day this week, and this one submitted in North Utica. Bleeding Heart flowers. We showcased one of them several days ago, but this one I wanted to showcase because you could see multiple of them on, I think, a branch. Not sure if it's a vine. I think it's more so just a branch, but several flowers here in in North Utica, and I think that's someone that you recognize, Gary, Joanne Powers.
Yeah, this is Joanne, my next door neighbor, and my mom actually gave her a little piece of one many years ago, and it's flourishing in her backyard. So she sent me a picture of it, and it made me smile. I lost my mom about 10 years ago. So.
Oh, that's good to hear that there's something that's this physical, sentimental thing.
Yeah.
That, and I think bleeding heart flowers, I feel like, symbolize a lot more to some people, especially in that
They're
case.
beautiful,
So,
that's for sure.
Beautiful flower.
Yep.
And I mean, this morning, Gary, well, we're starting out with temperatures in the 50s. It's a mild start. Radar right there. Looks like I'm blocking him out a little bit right there. But yeah, we got rain moving in this evening and tonight. And I don't know if we're still in the set right here, but and temperatures this morning in the 40s. So 40s, 50s, not warming up too much, and we are tracking that arrival of some potentially dry weather briefly tomorrow, and we'll talk about that forecast in just a few minutes.
Beautiful. And we're back with more right after this.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Today, well, it's going to be a bit of a damp one with cloudy skies, temperatures struggling to reach the upper 50s with pretty much on and off rain showers throughout the day. Downtown Utica view right now, well, it's still looking a little bit damp out there, but the rain showers are not too heavy. It is still in the upper 40s this morning, and we won't really warm up too much again with temperatures climbing as high as the mid to upper 50s during the daytime today. Regarding wind speeds, well, it's a little breezy, not too bad, and rain chances are going to be, again, pretty much on and off throughout the day. We got low pressure moving in, keeping things a bit unsettled. However, by this afternoon, this evening, the rain showers have become a little bit less widespread and a little more scattered, which could give us a few windows of dry weather temporarily. And we mentioned at the start of the show how we could see the northern lights. Now, this is a solar storm watch, a level 4 that hasn't been issued since 2005. And that goes to show you just how strong of an ejection that took place off the sun. Matter of fact, with the sunspot so large in the sun, if you still have your solar eclipse glasses, you can put them on and you could see the sunspot. Of course, it's central New York, so we can't see it because why? Well, it's cloudy out. So we're going to see some clouds linger into this evening and tonight. If we're lucky, we could see a break or two, but I would say don't be extremely optimistic of seeing any solar flares or anything of the northern lights for tonight. And regarding the weekend, speaking of clouds, well, we're still in this mostly cloudy weather pattern. Temperatures in the 60s Saturday, mostly cloudy, some spotty rain. More rain moves through overnight, and then rain turns lighter again on Sunday. A little cooler for Mother's Day, a high of 59 degrees. The radar is showing widespread light rainfall over central New York, so not too bad of a start, at least regarding impacts to your morning commute. And this morning, we'll see this widespread rain become a little bit more scattered by this afternoon. And then by tonight, widespread rain returns, and then a bit of a lull in the rain by tomorrow morning before a few spotty showers can develop by the afternoon and evening on Saturday. And so for today, a high of 58 degrees, scattered rain showers. For tonight, a low of 46 with cloudy skies and a spotty shower. Your 7-day forecast. After Mother's Day weekend, well, we warm up a few degrees, not a huge warm up, but it's more typical of mid-May weather. And then potentially some dry weather moves in by the end of next week, maybe 1 or 2 days of completely dry weather. Let's keep our fingers crossed for that. Gary?
Eric, thanks. On Thursday, the judge rejected.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
With a storm forecast, but not a normal one, right?
Yeah, out of this world storm forecast, I should say. And this is a solar storm we're talking about, which causes the northern lights. And this is a strong one that a watch has been issued since 2005.
The strongest one since, huh?
Yeah, strongest one since. And we could have potential of seeing it, barring, of course, the stubborn New York clouds. You have to get through those first. But before we get to that, let's talk about the weather today, because waking up this morning, you're probably going to be dealing with a damp start. Rain showers, at least light rain showers, are moving through the area early this morning. We could see a few breaks in the afternoon as rain becomes a little bit less widespread and a little more scattered. But regardless, we could be seeing a dry start to the weekend, but we're going to talk about potential for rain showers for the rest of it and coming up in just a few minutes. And again, northern light potential. Well, we'll have a look at that cloud forecast heading into tonight in that forecast in just, again, a few minutes. But radar right now is showing light rain moving through a lot of the region. Moderate rainfall picking up in some spots, primarily south of Route 20. And for today, it's going to be a damp one, a cloudy one, and for the most part, a rainy one, at least for the morning, and temperatures climbing only into the mid to upper 50s. Following today, we have a look at that weekend forecast and the potential to view the northern lights in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 solar forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, while Utica firefighters were...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:11, and surprise, surprise, it's raining again out there, and we have a look at what you can expect if it has any impacts on your Munson CommuteCast heading to work today. First off, a live look at road conditions. The rain right now is not heavy, it's light, so this shouldn't impact any driving compared to what we saw earlier in the week with those morning thunderstorms causing downpours and reduced visibility. So besides the light rain, again, use your wipers, grab that umbrella as you head out the door, but that's really about it impact-wise as you head to work this morning. Those drive times across the area, we can see here, first I-90 and the arterial drive times and average speeds looking right around average. If you're heading out to Utica to Mohawk or from Utica to Rome, these are the drive times listed right here. And then finally in Otsego County or north of Utica, heading up Route 28 or Route 12, those drive times are listed right there. And this morning, again, we're tracking light rain. And following this morning, we warm up a few degrees into the upper 50s by this afternoon. But the rain will still be stubborn in some spots. Other locations will actually see a bit of a break. But we are tracking some dry weather, although it's not going to be the entire weekend in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Thanks. Utica University began their 75th commencement ceremony.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. As we turn our attention to the weekend, we're going to be dealing with some rain chances, although they're not going to be complete washouts. Before we get to the weekend, let's talk about the weather for your Friday. Well, this morning, it's a bit rainy out there. Light rain, nothing too major, and temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. So a relatively mild or coolish start, right around average for this time of year. However, our highs for the day will be well cooler than average, with highs only in the upper 50s, mid to upper 50s throughout the day, and with wind speeds a bit on the breezy side, 5 to 10 miles per hour. It will feel, again, a bit cool, a bit damp, with rain showers lingering for pretty much most of the day today. There will be more breaks in the rain, though, as we head into the afternoon. But as I mentioned at the top of the hour, we have a solar storm watch in effect for a lot of the northern hemisphere. It's a level 4 out of 5. And you can see here, this is a rare watch. The last time we had a solar storm watch in level 4 category was in 2005. So this is a major system, at least from the sun, that is going to be producing plenty of northern lights. Now, how far south? Well, the northern lights will be visible as far south as the Utica area, pretty much all of New York State, with the southernmost extent going down to parts of St. Louis and areas south. But as with any really fascinating weather event in space. How's the weather looking like here in central New York? Well, guess what? Surprise, surprise, it's cloudy again. But we could potentially see maybe a few breaks in the overcast in the late evening and overnight, but I wouldn't put any bets on that ever really happening for tonight with all the moisture still taking place in the lower levels. So the forecast for the weekend, it's looking mostly cloudy for both days, but we could see some breaks in the clouds and the overcast by Saturday with temperatures in the low 60s and a few spotty rain showers. Same thing for Sunday. Most of the rain arrives overnight, Saturday night into Sunday. But the radar you can see here, widespread rainfall, rain a little bit on the more moderate side in areas south of Route 20. And the Skycast today calls for additional rain showers, although you can see here spotty and lighter as we head into the afternoon and evening. Then another round of rain arrives tonight, and then we dry out by early tomorrow morning, and then a few spotty showers develop during Saturday evening and Saturday night, more widespread rainfall, and then we dry out once more heading into Sunday morning. And so for today, scattered showers, a high of 58 degrees. By tonight, a low of 46, cloudy skies, and a spotty shower. 7-day forecast. Spotty showers throughout the weekend. Not complete washouts from sunrise to sunset, but although we're also not seeing lots and lots of sunshine. Then 60s on Monday. Potentially we could see some drying weather, a drying weather trend by the end of next week. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Top Border Patrol officials.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And northern lights like these, we could actually see them tonight, possibly, right?
Yes. Conditions have to be favorable for a lot of things to take place to see the northern lights. And talking about a mass ejection from the sun, which causes these solar flares and stuff like that, producing the northern lights. Today, though, well, we're going to be dealing with some clouds, at least for tonight.
Yeah.
And so that looks to be the setback here locally, but we got to keep our fingers crossed that we do get some clearing. And a matter of fact, before we get to the forecast for this, let's get the forecast for your Friday. And today we're starting out with rain showers. It's a damp start to the day today, and it's going to be this way for most of the afternoon and evening, although the rain showers will be a little bit more spotty during the afternoon and less widespread like this morning. We're also taking a look at the weekend forecast, the latest trends and new data coming in on how dry we'll see the daytime hours for Mother's Day weekend. And finally, again, we'll dive a little bit more into the northern light potential, how far south they go, how bright they'll be, and just how significant this solar storm watch is. And the radar right now is showing busy conditions, some light rain falling, light to moderate rain in areas south near Oneonta. And today, again, we're talking about a pretty, I would say, damp afternoon, damp evening, temperatures in the upper 50s for highs. Following today, again, we're tracking those rain chances, and we could potentially see maybe a few glimpses of sunshine in that weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Paused. That's how a source.
Welcome back. Happy Friday. Well, this morning we are dealing with some nuisance showers, and these showers are a bit on the more notable side in areas south of Route 20. Light to moderate rainfall occurring at this point, with light rain taking place in areas to the north of Route 20 into the Mohawk Valley and into the North Country. So this morning it's a bit damp out there. Temperatures still in the 40s in some spots, warming up into the upper 40s to eventually the upper 50s by this afternoon. And we're now showcasing our weather photo of the day, and we've already shown at least bleeding heart flowers before, but Gary will be joining me because Gary, this one is something you mentioned is a little bit more special.
Yeah, this is from my next door neighbor, Joanne. She actually sent me this photo last night, and it's a bleeding heart that my mom actually sent her a little piece of one of the flowers, the plants, many years ago, and it's sprouting. It sprouts every year, and she always sends me a picture to remind me of my mom, who I lost 10 years ago, and we both loved her so much, that's for sure.
And I bet it's pretty nice looking out and seeing that flower every
Yeah.
time it blooms, and kind of giving that reminder of your mom. And,
That's for sure.
I've lost family members farther, at least my uncle and my grandpa, but I haven't had anything close to that too, Gary. So I imagine this is something that's very sentimental, and I'm glad that you're able to have a photo, or at least a plant like this, bring some memory to someone. And that's the great thing about flowers, that you can also bring to life memories of people as well. So again, great photo there. We're going to talk about the forecast for the rest of today as well as the weekend straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thank you. 60 local children were given
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Happy Friday. We start out the day today with some light rain over most of the region, and it's a damp, cloudy start to what will be a damp and cloudy afternoon and evening. I'll have a look at downtown Utica right now. Overcast skies, and again, it's a mild or cool start, upper 40s, low 50s over much of the region. And today we climb into the upper 50s for highs, so a bit cooler than average for this time of year. And regarding rain chances, well, on and off rain throughout the day. Best chance for rain, though, widespread is this morning, and then spotty showers for this afternoon and this evening. Not everyone will see steady rainfall throughout the daytime today. But at the top of the hour, at the top of the half hour, we did mention we have a solar storm watch in effect, a level 4 out of 5, which is a very rare occurrence. The last time this took place was in 2005. So there is a major coronal mass ejection taking place at this point, which means that if the conditions are perfect, we could see the northern lights, and good visibility for it too in most of the northern states in the U.S. However, as with any major event that takes place in central New York, at least in the sky, whenever we want to look at something, well, it's cloudy. And this is what we're expecting regarding cloud cover for this evening and tonight. If we're lucky, we could see a few breaks in the clouds early tomorrow morning, but that's really about it. I wouldn't hedge my bets on having any clearing taking place, at least earlier on in the night. But regarding that weekend forecast, the clouds will still remain pretty steady. We do have a few peaks of sunshine on Saturday expected, as some of those clouds whisk away a little bit, temperatures climbing into the low 60s. A few spotty rain showers too. We're not entirely dry. And then more widespread rain arrives Saturday night into Sunday. And then Sunday is also looking a bit damp and a bit cloudy, but not a complete washout with steady rainfall throughout the day. And if we're lucky, we could see some peaks of sunshine heading into Sunday evening. Radar is showing low pressure arriving, bringing rainfall to a lot of the region, and more notable rainfall taking place as expected south of Route 20. And for today, well, more widespread rain this morning. Then we'll see some scattered showers this evening as low pressure exits our region. So overall, not everyone will see steady rainfall throughout the entire day. Then overnight, a few spotty showers drying out for the start of Saturday, and then a few spotty showers for the afternoon. Same thing for Sunday, barring, again, those overnight showers Saturday night into early Sunday morning. And so for today, though, a high of 58, scattered showers tonight, a low of 46, cloudy with some spotty showers. Your 7-day forecast. Following Mother's Day weekend, we warm up a little bit into the mid-60s by Tuesday and Wednesday with some rain chances here and there. And fingers crossed, this dry pattern we're seeing in the long range looks to take shape. We could get several days of dry weather. Gary?
Eric, thanks. On Thursday, the judge rejected
The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
With quite the show behind us, right?
Yeah, this is a very nice Northern Light show that a lot of the U.S., or at least Canada and Northern U.S., could see tonight.
Wow.
If conditions are absolutely perfect. And for us here locally, we got to dodge some clouds. So, but if this is the case, a major solar storm will move in, and this could be the scene in a lot of locations.
It's a rare event for us.
Very rare. Yeah. Last one took, at least last watch that was this strength was in 2005.
Wow.
Yeah, very
20
long
years ago.
Yeah, very long time since then. But what we can expect for today, Well, starting out, it's a rainy start to the day today with temperatures in the 40s, and the rain showers will be pretty steady for the next few hours and then become more scattered as the morning continues on and the afternoon arrives. We also have a look at that weekend forecast, that Mother's Day weekend forecast, and if any new data has come in, if things are trending more dry or more damp. And on top of that, we're going to talk a bit more about the northern lights, the southernmost extent, how bright they will be, how notable this event is, and how the cloud cover is looking for tonight. More info on that in just a few minutes. But again, a live look at the radar. Rain showers widespread throughout the region, a bit heavier south of Route 20. And for today, we're starting out with rain showers, maybe a few breaks in the rain by the late morning and early afternoon. But following today, following the cool temperatures, we'll warm up a few degrees into tomorrow. We have a look at that weekend forecast, plus a potential slight warm up by next week. Straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. While Utica firefighters were able to put out a fire.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. Today, though, is shaping up to be a bit of a damp one with rain, clouds, and temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Downtown Utica right now, current temperature sitting at 48 degrees. And again, only warming up about 10 or so degrees this afternoon into the upper 50s with a decent breeze and rain chances initially pretty widespread, but we could see if just a few spotty showers, scattered showers, by the late afternoon and early evening. But earlier on, we mentioned the fact that we could see some northern lights today. Well, should say tonight. Solar storm categories. We have a level 4 solar storm watch. The last one that was issued at this level was back in 2005. So this is not a very common thing to take place here in pretty much the northern hemisphere in general, but just overall from the sun itself. And this is the southernmost extent we could see the northern lights. Now, the reason why we're not making a bigger deal out of this is because, well, not only do multiple things have to line up perfectly for this, but on top of that, here's that cloud cover forecast. As with most events we usually try to see here in central New York, the clouds just don't like to cooperate, do they? We got mostly cloudy skies for this evening and tonight. Potentially a few breaks in the cloud cover by early tomorrow morning, so maybe if we're lucky, but again, it's trending on the cloudy side. Weekend forecast, mostly cloudy for your Saturday, a few peaks of some sunshine, otherwise a few spotty rain showers in the afternoon with high temperatures in the low 60s. For Sunday, mostly cloudy, a little cooler for Mother's Day, and again, rain showers, spotty in nature. Most of the rain will take place overnight, Saturday night into early Sunday, as low pressure moves over the region. And the radar at this point, well, it's looking pretty rainy. Got rain showers across the region, and that'll be the case for the next several hours, with at least a few breaks in the rain showers taking place by this evening and tonight. And here comes more rain overnight into early tomorrow morning. Then late tomorrow morning, drying out. A few peaks of sun, then a few spotty rain showers throughout the day. Unsettled, but not a complete washout. Then more widespread rain arrives Saturday night, and then we dry out a little bit on Sunday with still additional scattered showers. And so for today, though, scattered showers, high 58 degrees tonight. A low 46, cloudy with a spotty rain shower. 7-day forecast. Unsettled over the weekend, rain on Monday, then into the 60s, upper 60s by Tuesday and Wednesday.
The news with Gary Liberatore.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
Happy Mother's Day weekend to everybody out there. A lot of people may be traveling today or some point this weekend. And how's that forecast looking?
Well, I wouldn't say it's the best. It could be worse, though. You know, I mean, I'm not one who says I like or hate snow, but we have had snow on Mother's Day weekend before, so that's one of the things we're talking about. But today, though, well, it's cloudy, damp, and cool, as you just said, CDC. And the forecast for the weekend, not too much different. We got mostly cloudy skies with spotty rain Saturday, high 61. If we're lucky, we'll see some peaks of sunshine in the mid-afternoon, but basically popcorn showers here and there. Same thing for Sunday, although mostly cloudy for the entire day, a little cooler, a little bit more breezy. If we're lucky, though, we could see some sunshine peek out in the late evening, right before sunset on Sunday. So overall, the grades of giving the weekend, well, 2, maybe 2.5 stars. Again, it could be severe weather, so we'll take quiet weather with just some light showers if that's the best we can get. The radar is showing rain pretty much all throughout the region to the south and to the west, and some individual little pop-up showers. You can see here moving to the west at this point. And so again, today it's still looking pretty unsettled. Spotty, scattered rain showers throughout the remainder of the day today, with high temperatures only going to be reaching the mid to upper 50s. We are again talking more about the Mother's Day weekend forecast and also the potential for northern lights viewing in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The investigation continues at this.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back, everyone. This Friday and this Mother's Day weekend is shaping up to be not so sunny, not so warm, but again, it could be worse. In fact, taking a live look outside in Oneonta, it's a bit dreary out there. Cloudy skies, cool weather, damp conditions. Almost feels like a early April day out there, but again, it's heading into near mid-May territory at this point. And temperatures struggling to reach more than 55 degrees in the valley. 55 officially at Griffith and Rome. 52 in Hamilton, near 60 up in Watertown. They're getting their fair share of sunshine up there. Well, down here, it's looking a bit rainy and a bit unsettled. And throughout the day today, you can see here, we started out in the low 50s, haven't really climbed too much into the mid to upper 50s. And those rain chances will still remain for the rest of the day today, although we could get a few breaks here and there, spotty rain showers, scattered in nature, not nearly as widespread as early this morning. And that trend will continue as we head into the weekend. But a heads up, though, we mentioned it early this morning. Bill Cardis mentioned it yesterday. Potential for a significant solar storm. The sun has been very active the past 24 to 48 hours. And on top of that, it's a level, at least a severe level solar storm category we haven't seen since 2005. At least a severe storm watch. So what does this mean for us? Well, this will not impact anything regarding health conditions. This only impacts satellites, radio, potentially some electronics, for example, the power grid, but usually it doesn't bring those influences this far south, mainly farther up to the north. But you can see the extent of the northern lights could be as far south as central New York. The issue is central New York weather, which never likes to cooperate, does it? Mainly cloudy weather expected for tonight. So viewing, I would say, pretty difficult, if not almost entirely impossible, except if this arrives later and we could see some breaks in the clouds by early tomorrow morning. But regardless, it's looking pretty unsettled. Rain showers still pushing through our area this afternoon, and on our Skycast, it still shows signatures of rain showers moving through this evening and tonight. We actually dry out by early tomorrow morning temporarily, so if you have any early plans, not too bad of a start to the day. It's going to be cloudy and damp, maybe some patchy fog. Then spotty showers mix in the afternoon, with temperatures climbing into the upper 50s, low 60s. Maybe if we're lucky, a few peaks of sun here and there as well. So a bit of a mixed bag of weather regarding Saturday, and I would say same thing for Sunday, with mostly cloudy skies. Today, high 58, scattered showers. Tonight, a low of 46 with a cloudy conditions and, again, spotty showers. 7-day forecast. Following this weekend, it's not trending entirely dry once more. We're still stuck in this unsettled pattern, although it is slightly warmer. Mid to upper 60s Tuesday and Wednesday, and then potentially we could see a window of dry weather move in for multiple days by the end of next week. So it's fingers crossed that that pattern finally moves in because I know a lot of us are getting sick of the clouds and rain.
Yeah, and at least you said earlier, no snow on Mother's Day this year.
Yes, no snow on Mother's Day, so that's why we have 2 stars out of 5.
Eric, thanks. Well, here's a story for you. A California grandfather is under...
Look at that, and I know it's zoomed in right there, but you can see the background of the ruler right there. Just, I think it's 5 inches, 6 inches in diameter. That is, you don't see that here in central New York, hail the size of grapefruits or softballs. And I want to mention too, because this is falling outside of our area, just how strong do those winds need to be to carry these things up in the sky? And taking a look at that right there, again, hail size versus updraft speeds. Now a bit of a background, storms form when air is lifted up quickly. And how quickly the air rises is how strong the storm is, and of course how big the hailstone is as well. And you can see here, normally in our area we see P, sometimes in severe storms penny, nickel, quarter size hail. I'm not sure if you've seen too frequently ping pong size or golf ball size hail, but take a look at this right here. Nearly 100 miles per hour, those winds have to be rising up in order to even carry that giant ball of ice in the sky before it ends up falling to the ground. So this is something that is very atypical and is extremely rare to happen, especially even in the storm belt to the south and west of us. But a live look at the radar, again here locally, of course no hail, but rain showers are looking to be a bit of a nuisance right now. A few spotty rain showers pushing down to the south and to the west. And the next 12 hours looking damp, looking cool, looking cloudy. And we are looking at what we could see for Mother's Day weekend. Not a complete washout, but we're going to talk about those nuisance showers. And again, touch upon the potential for a solar storm in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Rome police raided buildings.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. The weekend is upon us yet again, and same story we've talked about over the past few weekends. It's trending more on the unsettled side with a few clouds and nuisance showers. Live at Oneonta right now. Again, it's a bit of a dreary day out there. We got rain showers, clouds, and cool conditions. Currently 48 still in Oneonta. Haven't quite eclipsed the 50-degree mark just yet. And across a lot of the region, still in the 50s, 54 in Rome, 50 degrees in Hamilton, near 60 with sunshine up in Watertown. That's the outlier here in the upstate New York region. And the showers are going to be still a bit prevalent for the remainder of the day today, although we're going to see a few breaks here and there for maybe about 15, 20 minutes each. The rain is going to be as steady as widespread as early this morning. And you can see here after a cooler start, valley temperatures in the mid-50s. Some outlying areas are still struggling to reach the low 50s at this point, and the rain chances still continue on. A heads up, though, as we mentioned this morning and at the start of the show, we do have a solar storm that is moving through this evening and tonight. And this is not a common one. This is a level 4 that we haven't seen a watch of this level since 2005. The sun has been very active. It's going to produce several solar flares, which will reach our local region tonight. And it would be great viewing for the northern lights. As you can see here, the extent can go all the way south to parts of Utica. And a reminder, though, that these don't affect us health-wise. This only will affect satellite connections, maybe radio frequencies, and the grid regarding electric. But again, there's no worry about any of this causing any health concerns. But the main thing, though, is even though we have a great potential for viewing of this, the only thing blocking it is the clouds. It's going to be a cloudy evening, cloudy night tonight. So unfortunately, not looking too good unless you want to travel or fly, take a last-minute flight out to the Midwest, where there'll be perfect clear skies for that. Radar is showing, again, rain showers still lingering in a lot of the region. They're turning a bit more spotty, as you can see here, individual cells versus widespread and steady like we saw early this morning. And heading forward to the weekend, you can see here, rain showers a bit spotty. Then we dry out a little bit by tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Then following that, a few spotty showers once more, mixing in with some sunshine. Overall, pretty mixed bag on Saturday with temperatures climbing into the upper 50s, low 60s. Same story for Sunday after additional rain moves through in the early morning. Then we dry out by Sunday afternoon, and potentially we could see last-minute sunshine right before the sunset for Mother's Day. So again, this weekend, not looking too good regarding rain and dry weather, but at least it's not snowing on Mother's Day like we saw roughly, I think, 2010. I get my years right. But today, though, scattered showers, a high of 58. Tonight, a low of 46, cloudy with a spotty shower. 7-day forecast. Rain showers continue on Monday. We warm up into the upper 60s, near 70 by Wednesday, but rain chances continue. We hopefully could see some breaks in the clouds and rain by Thursday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. We are back with News Talks. Our guests.
Time for a first look at the forecast on this Friday. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. A little bit of rain out there.
Yeah, just kind of a dreary day. Clouds, rain showers. Let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A large portion of our area is seeing light, steady showers. Some heavier downpours embedded in this as well, especially as you're heading west of Utica along the New York State Thruway. This is going to continue tonight. Our current temperature 52 degrees. Again, it's a cool day. We'll have on and off showers as we head into tonight, which is unfortunate because right now there is a very large and significant solar storm taking place, which is going to cause the northern lights to be seen across a large portion of the country tonight. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see the northern lights because of the cloud cover. But again, it might be worth taking a peek to the north in case the forecast is wrong and we get a few breaks in the overcast. Showers continue tonight, tomorrow, and into the second half of the weekend. It's a dreary pattern that's going to stick around, but it does look warmer as we look ahead. Tonight, again, some showers around, temperatures in the 50s. I have a look at the weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A new multi-million-dollar.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We continue to track widespread showers across central New York. Let's get right over to the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is wet this evening across most of the area. This will lead to some fog tonight and a generally dreary pattern as we head into the weekend. And that's really unfortunate because it is happening now. There's a very large and powerful solar storm that will be producing the northern lights across a large portion of the country tonight. We've already had the first wave come in, and it's big. This would be easily seen here, but of course we're dealing with the cloud cover in central New York, and I think that's going to be the case for most of tonight. I hope I'm wrong about the cloud cover, because if you get any breaks, we should be within striking distance of being able to see this. By the way, a lot of misinformation about solar storms floating around out there these days. I want to go over a few of these. Number one, it's not hazardous to your health. It is radiation, but the Earth's atmosphere protects us from that radiation, and that's actually what causes the northern lights, the interaction of that energy. Northern lights do not change the weather, and they do not cause earthquakes. There's no evidence of either one of those claims, despite what you might read out there. Looking at the forecast heading into Mother's Day weekend, temperatures will be on the cool side, cloudy, a few showers both Saturday and Sunday. Sunday looks a little bit gloomier, but both of these days play out in a very similar fashion as the same weather system is in place. And again, a live look outside. Downtown Utica, 51 degrees, cloudy skies, wet roads. And again, that's going to lead to some patchy fog heading into tonight. Conditions across our entire area are fairly uniform. There's a little bit less rainfall to the east. Dolgeville 56, Little Falls 55. Across Southern Valleys, 49 in Cooperstown, Oneonta 50 degrees, and Unadilla with 50. Again, a very slow-moving weather system in place. You can actually see the change in wind direction. The low-level winds are from the east. The upper-level winds are from the west, and that's kind of how you're seeing this strange precipitation pattern. This weather system's stuck in place. We're not going to see much change here as we go forward. Our weather will stay on the dreary side heading into the weekend. Tonight, scattered showers. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 40s. Again, clouds look to be sticking around. Even if we do get some breaks, that will probably produce some fog here tonight. So again, pretty low chances of seeing the northern lights. On Saturday, it's generally cloudy throughout the day with some hit or miss showers throughout the afternoon. Not a complete washout, but I think a good portion of the day we just don't get a chance to dry out. Same thing goes with Sunday. Again, some on and off showers, high temperatures in the 50s. Cloudy tonight, a few scattered showers, some patchy fog, a low of 46. Tomorrow, we're looking at, again, cloudy skies, a few passing showers, a high of 61. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather stays unsettled. This is not just a weekend thing, but it does get a little bit warmer. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're into the 60s. Should be in the 70s with some sunshine heading into Thursday and Friday.
Oh, I mean, gee, only 6 more days of rain. We'll be okay.
It is frustrating, isn't it?
It is a little bit, but you just got to do it.
It is what it is. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Bill. Well, demand for supplement. Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Oh, yeah, the garage sale forecast for the weekend.
Yes, I know that seems to be a very popular thing with spring cleaning, and for some of you, hopefully it leads to a few deals. The weather is not great this weekend for garage sales, but it's still worth hosting, worth going out and checking out. But you're going to need to bring the umbrella both days. The wetter of the 2 days looks to be Sunday, but even Saturday looks wet. Temperatures will be close to 60 degrees, so a cool, dreary weekend again this month of May. We've had a lot of wet weekends ahead lately. It's just the luck of the draw. Hopefully this will mean on the other side things will be a little bit better. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Widespread rain continues. It's expected to be a very dreary night tonight. Cool for the next couple of days, but there is a noticeable warming trend in our future as temperatures climb back into the upper 60s by Tuesday and Wednesday. This evening, keep the umbrella handy if you're taking the dog for a walk. Temperatures will be in the low 50s. Tonight's featured dogs, Teddy and Tammy from Rome. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. We're tracking the weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Sunday is, of course, Mother's Day. It's a time.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We are continuing to track widespread showers. Let's go over to the radar, and just to show you that the showers are widespread and it will remain pretty dreary as we head into this evening. And the clouds will be very stubborn here in central New York, and that's really unfortunate because there's a major solar storm taking place tonight. Pieces of energy have come from the sun. They've hit Earth and they're interacting with the atmosphere, and that's causing the northern lights to take place. It's already been a big show to the east of us, and we're expecting a big show tonight, but unfortunately the clouds are going to be incredibly stubborn. By the way, a couple of things to debunk here. We've been getting a lot of questions about what these solar storms cause. They don't affect your health. All the energy, all the radiation gets deflected by the atmosphere, and in fact that's what causes the northern lights. The northern lights do not change the weather, and they do not cause earthquakes. There's no evidence of that happening. Mother's Day weekend, well, the weather looks cloudy and just kind of dreary here. We're looking at scattered showers both Saturday and Sunday with temperatures near 60 degrees. A little bit cooler Sunday compared to Saturday, but both days are pretty similar. It's dreary out there tonight. Current temperature 52 in downtown Utica, and our sky watchers are generally in the 50s. Barneveld 50 degrees, Whitesboro 52, Norway 52 degrees, as well as Old Forge actually 50, Worcester 53, and Hartwick Deb checks in with 48. Cloud showers continue as we head into this evening. We look to the west. We see some clearing out towards Rochester, but unfortunately that's as far as it goes. Our weather remains very stagnant. Not a lot of wind in the atmosphere to move this along. So it remains cloudy with some scattered showers this evening. Temperatures will drop down into the upper 40s tonight. Heading into tomorrow, it's generally cloudy with some on and off rain showers. Temperatures top out in the upper 50s to low 60s. It's not going to rain the whole day, but it's generally unsettled and it's close to a washout. Heading into tomorrow night, more rain showers, more showers here on Sunday. We're expecting the clouds to remain stubborn throughout the majority of the weekend with high temperatures in the 50s. Cloudy tonight, a spotty shower, a low of 46. Tomorrow, cloudy skies again. Scattered showers throughout the day, high of 61. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the upper 50s on Sunday. The rain showers continue into next week, although the temperatures warm up. We're in the low 50s, the low 60s on Monday, upper 60s Tuesday and Wednesday, and some sunshine returns as we look ahead to Thursday and Friday. We'll be right back.
Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
It's a dreary evening in central New York. We've been dealing with widespread rain, and that is going to continue as we head into tonight as we take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And that's also keeping the temperatures on the cool side. We're sitting at 52 degrees. We have a very light north-northwest wind at 5 miles an hour. Conditions really don't change very much tonight. That's unfortunate because we're probably would be able to see the northern lights tonight if we had any clearing. There's a major solar storm taking place now and will likely be the case tonight. There's going to be a lot of places in the country that'll be able to see this, but again, because of the cloud cover, I'm not very optimistic we'll be able to do this locally, but it's worth a shot. Look to the north tonight if you can. Tonight, tomorrow, cloud showers continue into Mother's Day. The weather does warm up as we look ahead. Temperatures this evening in the low 50s with scattered showers. Again, taking a look at that weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Fly.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking widespread showers across central New York. Let's get right over to the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's just a dreary evening. The rain is less noticeable and it's coming down lighter to the east of Utica, but pretty steady between Utica and Syracuse. Coming down steady, in some cases heavy at times. This activity is going to continue as we head into tonight. And that's really unfortunate because there's been a major solar storm that began this afternoon. They call it a G4. It's rated from 1 to 5, 5 being the strongest. So this is one of the largest solar storms we've had in a long time. What these do is creates conditions for the northern lights, and this is more than enough to be able to be seen in our area. The problem is the cloud cover, and I just don't think the clouds are going to budge. I'm hoping I'm wrong about that. If we get any breaks in the overcast, look to the north tonight. You could be treated to a really impressive show. By the way, a lot of things floating around about the northern lights and solar storms. Just wanted to point out a couple of things. These are not hazardous to your health. The radiation that's associated with solar storms gets deflected by Earth's atmosphere. That's actually what causes the northern lights. So this doesn't affect our health. This also does not change the weather, nor does it cause earthquakes. There's no evidence of that, any correlation between solar storms and these things. Mother's Day weekend, it looks like the clouds are going to be hanging around. Temperatures will be in the low 60s on Saturday. The clouds stubborn on Sunday too. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s to low 60s. Both days look wet, but neither day in particular looks to be a washout. 52 degrees is the current temperature as we take a live look in downtown Utica. Skywatchers in the 50s, Mike and New Hartford 56 degrees, Old Forge 50. Milford Mark checks in with 50 degrees. Low pressure just stuck in our area. It's going to keep us dreary, overcast, and wet here over the next couple of days. Tonight, again, overcast skies, on and off showers. Temperatures drop down into the upper 40s. Tomorrow, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies in the morning. We are expecting a few showers in the afternoon. Temperatures climb to near 60. Clouds remain stubborn tomorrow night, along with more rain showers. Mother's Day, again, more of the same. Clouds, a few passing showers. Temperatures in the low 50s. Cloudy skies tonight, a spotty shower, low of 46. Cloudy skies tomorrow, again, more passing showers. Temperatures in the low 60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather warms up as we head into next week. We're in the low 60s Monday, upper 60s Tuesday and Wednesday. Expecting to see some sunshine as we look ahead to Thursday and Friday.
You're going to hear a dull hum on Thursday. Lawnmowers all over central New York working overtime.
Catch up. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next on News Channel 2, it's
Good evening, Central New York. We're getting you ready for the weekend, Mother's Day weekend. Unfortunately, the weather looks to remain cloudy. Our weather headlines, well, we're going to start out by talking about a major solar storm that kicked off earlier today and continues tonight. What does that mean? We would be able to see the northern lights if it wasn't cloudy. It's really unfortunate and frustrating that I think we're going to miss out on this opportunity. But should there be any breaks in the overcast, look to the north tonight. You should see a green glow. This solar storm is expected to continue tonight. Cloud showers continue tomorrow as well as Sunday. We're looking at a warmer stretch of weather as we look ahead. Tonight, Cloudy, scattered showers, patchy fog, overnight lows drop down into the upper 40s. We're taking a look at that weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. What could be more terrifying?
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're starting out by talking about the big headlines across the nation, across the world. A big solar storm, a major solar storm kicked off earlier today and continues tonight. What that means is that the northern lights will be visible for a large portion of the country down to Virginia, perhaps even Alabama and California. Locally, again, we're just dealing with the cloud cover here. It's really frustrating, but should the forecast be wrong? Should we get any breaks in the overcast? It's possible. If you're looking to the north tonight, check often. You might see a green glow. This solar storm continues tonight and maybe even into tomorrow. But again, it looks like the cloud cover is going to be our primary issue to be hindering our viewing. A few things to mention about this. There's a lot of misinformation about solar storms. The number one thing, we've been getting a lot of questions about this, and we just wanted to address this on television. It's not hazardous to your health. It is radiation, but that radiation is high in the atmosphere. It comes from the sun. The Earth's atmosphere absorbs all of this energy, and it doesn't cause any health issues. It also does not change the weather, and it doesn't cause earthquakes. There's no evidence of that or any reasoning behind why it would do either. Looking at the Mother's Day forecast, again, we're looking at cloudy skies and showers. Sorry, moms, it doesn't look like the weather's going to be great for you, but hey, maybe the kids will make it a fun indoor day. Temperatures will be near 60 degrees both Saturday and Sunday. Both days look about the same, although we may have a few peaks of sunshine on Saturday compared to Sunday. Dreary conditions continue. Low pressure kind of just hung up in central New York tonight, and that's going to keep the clouds and showers around. You could also see some patchy fog, too, as temperatures settle back into the upper 40s. As we head into tomorrow morning, the showers temporarily come to an end. More showers will be developing throughout the afternoon. High temperatures will be near 60 degrees. More steady rain showers expected tomorrow night as well as early Sunday. Again, the pattern really doesn't change very much. Overcast skies, a light breeze. Sunday's high temperature only in the low 50s. Tonight, cloudy skies, a passing shower, a low of 46. Tomorrow, more of the same, cloudy skies, a few scattered showers, especially in the afternoon time. A high of 61. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather stays unsettled as a weather system remains stalled in our area, but it does warm up. Monday's high 63. Tuesday, Wednesday, we're into the upper 60s. Temperatures are expected to be in the low 70s with some dry weather by Thursday and Friday.
Bill Curtis.
Good evening, Central New York. We're getting you ready for the weekend, Mother's Day weekend. Unfortunately, the weather looks to remain cloudy. Our weather headlines, well, we're going to start out by talking about a major solar storm that kicked off earlier today and continues tonight. What does that mean? We would be able to see the northern lights if it wasn't cloudy. It's really unfortunate and frustrating that I think we're going to miss out on this opportunity. But should there be any breaks in the overcast, look to the north tonight. You should see a green glow. This solar storm is expected to continue tonight. Cloud showers continue tomorrow as well as Sunday. We're looking at a warmer stretch of weather as we look ahead. Tonight, cloudy, scattered showers, patchy fog, overnight lows drop down into the upper 40s. We're taking a look at that weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. What could be more terrifying?
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're starting out by talking about the big headlines across the nation, across the world. A big solar storm, a major solar storm kicked off earlier today and continues tonight. What that means is that the northern lights will be visible for a large portion of the country down to Virginia, perhaps even Alabama and California. Locally, again, we're just dealing with the cloud cover here. It's really frustrating, but should the forecast be wrong? Should we get any breaks in the overcast? It's possible. If you're looking to the north tonight, check often. You might see a green glow. This solar storm continues tonight and maybe even into tomorrow. But again, it looks like the cloud cover is going to be our primary issue to be hindering our viewing. Few things to mention about this. There's a lot of misinformation about solar storms. The number one thing, we've been getting a lot of questions about this, and we just wanted to address this on television. It's not hazardous to your health. It is radiation, but that radiation is high in the atmosphere. It comes from the sun. The Earth's atmosphere absorbs all of this energy, and it doesn't cause any health issues. It also does not change the weather, and it doesn't cause earthquakes. There's no evidence of that or any reasoning behind why it would do either. Looking at the Mother's Day forecast, again, we're looking at cloudy skies and showers. Sorry, moms, it doesn't look like the weather's going to be great for you, but hey, maybe the kids will make it a fun indoor day. Temperatures will be near 60 degrees both Saturday and Sunday. Both days look about the same, although we may have a few peaks of sunshine on Saturday compared to Sunday. Dreary conditions continue. Low pressure kind of just hung up in central New York tonight, and that's going to keep the clouds and showers around. You could also see some patchy fog, too, as temperatures settle back into the upper 40s. As we head into tomorrow morning, the showers temporarily come to an end. More showers will be developing throughout the afternoon. High temperatures will be near 60 degrees. More steady rain showers expected tomorrow night as well as early Sunday. Again, the pattern really doesn't change very much. Overcast skies, a light breeze. Sunday's high temperature only in the low 50s. Tonight, cloudy skies, a passing shower, a low of 46. Tomorrow, more of the same, cloudy skies, a few scattered showers, especially in the afternoon time, a high of 61. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather stays unsettled as a weather system remains stalled in our area, but it does warm up. Monday's high 63, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're into the upper 60s.